gear set cover, this is called. So that's the speed sensor that everyone talks about on these. So the speed sensor, we will always replace the speed sensor on these because it can cause the gears, skipping gears, so you're only getting odd and even gears. So that will always get replaced. But something on this one that is, again, we do see from time to time, is this bearing here. So this bearing supports the input shafts. So the middle of the bearing spins, that's correct. But if we get to it, I don't know whether I can get a good picture of this. The bearing is loose in the casing. So if we loosen the casing, and it actually, the whole thing spins. It's hard to do when I'm holding a camera, but the whole thing actually spins as well. But if you can see, the bearing moves, the whole thing moves up and down and twists. So this is, there we go. It shouldn't do that. So what's happened over time is this part of the casing heats up and expands, and it releases this bearing, and when it releases this bearing then spins in the casing, wearing the casing. It all cools back down again, and then the casing doesn't re-grip the bearing. And then over time that keeps happening and happening and happening, and eventually the bearing walks forwards, touches the back of the seal, causes the seal to leak, and then oil will eventually come out of this hole here, telling you that the seal is that the bearing has gone.